What's poppin'? We've got special guest Khady Thiam Gueye in the building. Superwoman powerhouse extraordinaire. Running stuff and collecting receipts. What is good, girl?
Oh my God. How are you?
I'm so good. So, for the folks at home, tell us about your background.
Okay. Well, many people know me as Akon's sister. He put me through college. I got my master's in, what is it called? Public relations, master's in entrepreneurship. And essentially it really was just to be of asset and value to my family, as everyone from my father down to Boo, Omar, everybody in my family is in the either entrepreneurs or in the music business.
Yeah. Your family is a big deal.
Thank you. Thank you.
But let's talk more about that. So you went through school, you got your MBA.
Yes, I did.
And then you launched your own company, TMI.
So I launched my own company just last year, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yes, before then, I was working strictly with my brother Akon. I started off as his personal assistant. Then we launched.
I got other things because I have education.
Listen,
so what else?
And then he did Akon Light Africa, so I was a brand manager for that. And then after that, he just started putting me in certain rooms. And I was like, I love that he has this much trust in me, but I can't really keep faking it till I make it, because there are real conversations that are going on, and that's what made me go back for my master's in entrepreneurship.
Oh, that's interesting. So what were some of those things that were coming up for you?
Oh, like going public and things like that, or certain
like,
mergers, acquisitions.
We are public.
Listen, he's a public figure. What more do you want? But yeah, certain things like that. And even when you do have an attorney, it's best when you also know what kind of deal that you want. You don't want to leave everything to the attorney, or just be able to be a part of the conversation, know what they're talking about and what you're getting yourself into as well. So I needed that for myself, since I saw the trust he had in me.
That's crazy. So, and then you're going from this like personal assistant to now being bombarded with everything that is all Akon. So how did you deal with that?
Oh my goodness. You know what? It took time, and it took like organizing myself, because he's not gonna stop doing it. The people aren't gonna stop doing it to me. So that's when I had to just get myself organized, get some people around myself as well, have a team around me to really help me funnel everything that's coming my way.
So tell me about TMI Worldwide.
All right, so TMI Worldwide started off as a consulting company, actually, like for artists and just helping them navigate their way through the industry. But as like the company started, we started heading into the event space a little bit. So we did like the beat auction late last year, where like Jay White and Zaytoven and everybody were auctioning their beats. And then that started making me feel like, okay, the access that I have, let me use that as a platform so that upcoming artists and emerging artists can also, have a room where they're, getting to know the people that are emerging in the industry as well. So, that's where we're at right now. And then I think it's just getting bigger and bigger. It's very early, and I still work on the Akon projects and with Boo as well.
All right, so handling all of Akon's projects, all of Boo's projects. Boo is, give them context.
Oh my goodness. So Boo is a business executive, music mogul. He A&R'd like Rihanna's Talk That Talk, Loud. He A&R'd Jay-Z and Kanye West Watch the Throne. Even J-Lo's Hit the Floor. So he's been very instrumental in the music industry, but he's so humble. So for me, it was more about putting him more out there and letting the world know more of what he do, because if you leave it up to him, he'll just quietly just like, make so many influences that people really wouldn't know who's the man behind that. So that's what I really want to do for him.
That's awesome. And then, but how are you surviving? Because that is a lot, right? If somebody was like, yes, deal with Akon's career and this amazing exec over here too, and now yours, and P.S., you have a family, like how are you keeping it together?
I have an amazing support system though. I'm a part of a sorority, Sigma Gamma Rho. Me and my line sisters are super close. I even have a best friend who happens to be a life coach, and his name is Jonathan L. Harris, and he's become my life coach. My mother, obviously, my sister-in-law, Tamika, who I've known since I was like 9, who's like a very strong support for me. So that I lean on that a lot, and you actually do need that, or you'll go crazy. So
I 100% agree, because I'd be like, listen, y'all all can take your careers back. I am going to Malaysia to sit on this rock and
you have to
sit
take
out.
breaks though. No matter how crazy they get, you have to you take a step back and take a break.
Tell me about that. So what are you doing for self-care?
What am I doing for showers? I know that's the
She like, I've been here for 30 hours. Like,
Listen,
out the bathroom.
That is the only place where no one can interrupt you.
That's real.
You can't bring your phone, and it's just like it's a thing. Everyone knows she's in the shower. Don't disrupt her. So I take full advantage of showers, and I'm like in there, and my hair is short, so the water's like running through my. I mean, it's just the best moment for me. That's my self-care.
That's amazing. I love it.
It's so weird, but that's my go-to.
She's like, I'm
And
gonna
it's
sit in the
free.
shower. Right? Except your water bill.
Right.
Like,
That's true. That's true.
so what exactly is your life coach telling you? So you're getting these tips and tricks from, obviously your circle, but what is your life coach telling you to keep you centered and keep you focused?
You know what's so funny? My life coach, it's funny because a lot of things that he's telling me, that's like a lot of things that I tell my brother Boo, because I am in the background a lot. And people don't know, but thanks to you, Sequoia. You wrote an article about me in Black Enterprise.
I told her it was going to blow up. She didn't hear me. She didn't understand the magnitude.
Thank you. And I was content in how I was, and just being, I was content. So thank you. All the praise go to you on that. So my life coach is just like, listen, you have all this knowledge, you have all this access. You need to be educating artists, entrepreneurs, influencers on what you know, because it's on an international level as well. So, I'm taking his advice. I think for him, I'm taking my time with it a little too much, because a lot of things that he wants me to do, like start the entrepreneurial school and do more events and things like that. But that's what he's all about, like just sharing my knowledge.
I think that's so dope. So being a female in the industry that is very much dominated by men, how have you been able to navigate the ecosystem?
I mean, it's really just about owning and demanding your power, almost. It's like they treat you how you treat yourself, or you like allow them to be treated. And like I said, a lot of us in the music industry start off as like interns or assistants or something like that. And it can be really tough to just break out of those administrative roles, because we tend to be so good at it, and they just want to leave you stuck in that box forever. And it's almost like all you have to threaten them, like, listen, I'm more than this. I need to get promoted or I'll leave.
But you can't leave because they're your brothers.
Yeah, I can't leave. So I just started like going out, being a self-starter, going outside of what they tell me to do, or like started going and bringing branding opportunity and things like that. And it's like, oh, okay, so she does more than answer emails and handle my schedule. So it's really, I had to do it in that way.
So you basically had to show and prove.
For sure.
I think that's a very interesting point that you're making, because a lot of people wait for an opportunity, but you got to get out there and actually take the opportunity.
Die waiting for an opportunity. Like, you don't see me? How about now? How about now? It's really like that. How about now? Let me do this. How about now? But it's not just like just existing. That's enough. That's my phone.
Oh, I was like, that's interesting. Now you know.
Yeah, but it's up to you. No one's gonna hand you anything, and I wonder if I think that's in many industries. I don't think it's just in music, but nothing's handed to you at all, regardless of you, their mother, sister, anything. Nothing's handed. Yeah.
What's your biggest feat that you had to tackle being in the industry so far?
Wow, it would be more on a personal level. It would be more on a personal level. I've been married for about 4 years, but before then, I didn't have a personal life at all. I was traveling with my brother around the world, so that my friends barely saw me. Anyone barely saw me other than where I was at. So that, as I got older and making the time to do it, now having a husband and a son, now I'm making time for them, which includes making time for me. But it was definitely that, like self-care and making time for yourself and stuff like that.
That's amazing. So we're going to play a quick game, two truths and one lie. You're going to tell me two truths about the music business and one lie. It's not like I probably won't guess them, but let's see what you got.
Okay, so
Give me two truths about the music business and one lie.
I have to tell you they're true?
No, I'm going to guess them.
Damn, I Oh my God. I'm gonna run out of time thinking. I feel like 2 truths, 1 lie. Okay, as a new artist, if you feature an artist, then that's the quickest way to success.
Okay. What are the other 2?
Okay. Oh my God, how do I say this? Oh my God. Okay, I gotta think.
Pressure. She's in the pressure cooker.
Okay. Let's see.
They could be anything. They could be family stuff. They could be like business, like acumen stuff. They could be MBA stuff. They could be anything.
Okay, so it can be very hard to separate business and it can be very hard to separate like business and the personal life. And then the next one, let me see. To promote a record, radio is still essential. Radio promotions is still essential.
That's a good one. So I definitely think radio is still essential. I think. I sounded real confident and then I like snatched it back. I think radio is still essential. Separating business and personal can be difficult, I believe, because it's all a blur. Like, I mean, I feel like when you're in the industry, your family, your friends, you guys are all working together. So when do you have time to be like, yo, chill out? Like, I'm trying to watch this movie. Stop talking to me about
somebody feeling a certain way about it.
Yeah. Stop talking to me about who you need to sign. And then what was the first one?
I forgot. I was praying that you would remember. Featuring artists.
Oh, it's the quickest way to success. Then I don't know what the falsitude is here. Okay, I would say the lie is, I don't know, tell me.
The lie, honestly, is that like when you feature a major artist on your record, that is a quicker way to success. I think that's false. And a lot of people, they think that's the biggest shortcut. So they dump all this money on a feature. They do the feature. They'll may get a little buzz. Then once the feature's over, they wonder like why, and aren't I not still climbing or something like that?
Okay. So then, what would you recommend to a new artist who is trying to break into the industry? How do they build that like level of success?
My thing is growing a fan base, because you want something that's real, and what's real is your tribe, your followers, not followers like on Instagram, but your fans. And if you at least take the time to do that, and they'll love you to where even if you change your sound and go from trap to country, they'll understand you and like, oh yeah, he needed or she needed to try something different, and they'll still follow you. Other than you just wanting this quick success, people who just like you for that moment, then they drop you for the next one.
I love that, because that also ties into entrepreneurship.
For
when
sure.
People are building a business, you want to start with your customer, cater to that customer the whole time, and then they become loyal fans of your customers.
Yes.
Great tip. I see you. Okay, so how do people get in contact with you if they want more information?
All right. Well, I'm on Instagram. I wish my name was like so easy. It's easier now, actually. I did change it. Khady TMI, KHADY TMI. I actually do answer DMs. I'm on LinkedIn, all the social media platforms and things like that. I do respond to the messages, or by email at info@tmi.world.
So slide into them DMs.
Slide into them DMs. They go down in them DMs.
They do. That's what's up. Thank you so much for coming through the Commas Club. Keep it locked. It's Commas on Dash Talk X.